Creating and maintaining a strong brand identity is a must to stand out and differentiate yourself from the competition. However, it takes meticulous planning and months of work to get it right. Want to know how to get started? You've come to the right place. Hello, world. Ready to take your brand to the next level by developing your brand identity? Allow us to help. My name is Mike Ploger, and I'm here with my good pal, Visme. Our goal in this video is to help your audience recognize you without you having to even say your name. Now, this won't happen with a flip of a switch. You must understand why developing a brand identity is important, put the research into position yourself favorably strategy, brainstorm your messaging, map out consistent designs, and so much more. We're going to touch on all of that today while highlighting some companies who have done it very, very well. So well, in fact, that something as simple as a color may to remind you of their brand. So get out your pen and paper, shall we? Odds are, if you're watching this video after searching for brand identity tips, you already understand how important it is to have a strong brand identity. But if you're one of the many simply subscribed to our channel and just hoping to learn something new, allow me. There's 3 reasons brand identity is crucial in today's day and age. The first is it simply helps build trust and familiarity with your product. Did you know 59% of consumers are returning customers, meaning most people out there are purchasing new products from the brands that they are already familiar with? The second reason is it quite simply helps you stand out in a deep sea of competition. Whether your identity is strong customer support or high-quality products, or even just an impactful social media presence, customers are more likely to buy from you if you differentiate yourself. So do whatever it is you do so well that people want to come back again and again. And the third reason is you can constantly increase your brand loyalty. Happy customers are not only more likely to come back, but they are more likely to refer you too. You must create that unique brand experience for them and then continue to remind them that, hey, you haven't gone anywhere. Throughout this next section of the video, we want to walk you through the 7 steps you can start taking right now to build a powerful brand identity. The first step is to know your purpose. Yes, it sounds like inspirational wall art you find at a local Hobby Lobby, but it's important for knowing who you are. What are your core values, your mission statement, and your value proposition? Why are you in business? What makes you different? Why should your target audience care about you? Answer these questions and use your answers to determine your message and your voice. And by answer, I don't just mean mentally. Write them down and share with your staff to create cohesion and a bigger understanding. It's important to know your brand's purpose from the onset. There is a lot of research that goes into developing your brand. The first focus is on your audience. The entire goal is to create a brand that resonates with your audience. How are you going to do that if you don't fully understand them? Ask yourself these questions, and again, write the answers down. Who is your ideal customer and what do they do? What are their goals, pain points, and motivations? Where does your target audience hang out? Why and where are they paying? What's their budget? Struggling to find answers to these simple questions? Well, talk to your target audience yourself. Create polls and surveys and send them out to the individuals or groups that fit the persona you're selling to. If they've already interacted with your brand before, ask them how likely they are to refer you, what made you stand out in their eyes, who else they considered, and how their overall experience was. You may learn what you can do better for the next customer. Then once you know your audience, it's time to research your competitors. Analyze their business plans, social media strategies, what's worked and what hasn't worked. Study their taglines, marketing channels, designs, and reviews. You don't want to copy them, but you want to understand them so you can set yourself apart. A competitive analysis template like this one here next to me can be a big help, and it's available for you to edit yourself on visme.com. Now, for those companies who have existed for some time, you need to review your current brand identity before you can create a new one. New brands or businesses, you can skip this step. Ask yourself if your brand is consistent across multiple marketing channels. That includes your behavior, messaging, and your designs. And then ask if it's been resonating with your audience. Put your answers into a SWOT analysis to visualize the brand's strengths, weaknesses, opportunities, and threats. Okay, enough with the research already. It is time to get those creative juices flowing. How do you want your brand voice to be perceived? Is it serious, informational, humorous, maybe professional or friendly? What voice will connect with your audience the best? And remember, your brand voice should be consistent across all channels, from emails to social media captions to your website. For example, Innocent Drinks has a unique brand identity that is informal and fun across all their platforms. Then consider your brand message or what you stand for. If you're all about being eco-friendly, make sure you're not involved with companies that aren't. And be conversational in your messaging. It's human, it's reading your material, not robots. It's okay to have fun and write as if you're talking to a friend. Speaking of fun, it's time for the fun part of creating the visual elements that will make up your brand's design. There's 4 elements that you need to consider. The first is your logo, the one image that portrays every detail of your personality. Your logo should tell a story. The Twitter bird portrays messages flying at a bird's speed. Amazon has the arrow that shows you can get everything from A to Z on their website. The Nike swoosh even dates back to the winged goddess of victory. The swoosh and the wing stand for speed, motivation, and power. The second element to consider is color. Everything surrounding your brand should be this color, and don't for a second think colors don't have deeper meanings. Color psychology has been studied, and some of the biggest brands in the world have mastered it. Consider that blue means trust, but certain shades of blue can also imply sadness. Red is linked to passion, but also anger. Study up on all the meanings of different colors with a video in our YouTube channel. We covered all the bases, which will help you decide on not only a primary color, but a secondary one as well that portrays your brand properly. Our third tip is to maintain consistent visual elements in all of your imagery. Whatever decisions you use, stick to that visual theme. If you like illustrations, stick with them. If you like outlines, stick with them. Same with rounded lines versus sharp lines. These lines also have meanings. Rounded denotes harmony and friendliness, while sharp signifies professionalism and discipline. And lastly, consider your font use. Don't go overboard. 1 to 3 fonts is all you need, including different typefaces or styles. These just should be easy to read and fit your brand personality. Fonts give off a mood just as images do, so take your time to nail the few that fit your message best. You're nearly an expert in developing a brand identity, but not just yet. What do the greats do better than their competitors? They don't do something remarkable once. They do it consistently. We're not talking one-hit wonders here. You must be on brand around the clock. All tweets, Instagram posts, emails, flyers, commercials, print ads, every piece of marketing must be visually consistent. Create a brand style guide with your team so it's understood what your message and voice should be moving forward. Don't let your team forget your core values, and with consistent messaging, your audience won't either. Creating a brand kit using Visme can help with this. Through the tool, Visme will save all the visual brand details so you can come back and create new designs with ease that maintain visual consistency.